Let's begin with extra questions. First we have what havoc Toto created in the closet. So first of all we need to understand the meaning of the word havoc, and closet we already know. Closet and attached store. And here we are talking about the closet which was there in the author's room. So before that, let us try to understand the meaning of the word havoc. Havoc is disorder, destruction, chaos, when damage is caused, when many things are destroyed. So we know that Toto had caused much damage. He had torn author's blazer. He also removed the ornamental wallpaper, and we cannot forget the peg which he had wrenched out from the socket. So we need to talk about all these points, and for better clarity, for better understanding, we have this here. Ornamental paper chosen by grandfather now stood out as naked brick and plaster. So he is talking about the walls stood out as naked brick and plaster. So this can be quoted. Then peg had been wrenched from its socket and blazer was in shreds. And one very important thing, grandfather named all this a performance because he was much impressed
with Toto and his activities.
Question number 2 is who was Nana? Nana was another animal in grandfather's private zoo. She was a donkey which was again troubled by the monkey Toto, and we know very well how Toto troubled her. Toto troubled her by pushing his sharp teeth into the skin of Nana's ears. Teeth into the skin of Nana's ears. They never became friends. So let us read this. It is very, very important to quote from the text. That is why I have chosen this application here. So we can read it. Toto and Nana never became friends. This can be quoted. So grandfather gave Nana a slap across her haunches and she jerked back, dragging Toto with her. He refers to Toto. He had fastened onto her long ears with his sharp little teeth, and because of this reason only the poor creature had to go on an empty stomach. See here, to his surprise, he found Nana without any apparent cause, pulling at her halter and trying to keep her head as far as possible from a bundle of hay. That means she even refused to eat. She refused to eat. Now next question. Third is, why was the author's grandfather annoyed? Annoyed is angry. Ticket collector kept on saying that Toto was a dog and not a monkey, and grandfather tried to prove in vain that Toto was not a dog but a monkey. And we know very well that we human beings can easily identify, we can easily differentiate between a dog and a monkey. But what was the reason for the ticket collector to call Toto a monkey? It might be due to his greed or due to his anger. Why was he angry? Why he might be angry? Because Toto had grinned at him, so he might have felt shocked or afraid, scared at the time. So this might be the possible cause. For better understanding, we can quote from the text too. Here, much to grandfather's annoyance, he said, "Sir, you have a dog with you? You'll have to pay for it accordingly." So this is what made grandfather angry. So now this question can be asked in different ways. You may be asked about the ticket collector, or you may be asked about the reason for grandfather's anger. Quote, what was the author's remark about Toto? Remark about Toto means what did he think of him? What was his viewpoint about Toto. Now, according to the author, Toto, the monkey, was quite naughty. He was a troublemaker, was quite mischievous. And what did he specially say? That if any part of the brain was there devoted to mischief, then that was highly developed in Toto. This is what he says. If there is a part of the brain specially devoted to mischief, that part was largely developed in Toto. So this is also very important remark and can be quoted. That is, and in this question we can also talk about what was grandfather's viewpoint. At one place author tells us that he seemed pleased with Toto's performance. So whatever Toto did, whatever mischief he made, according to grandfather, that was a performance, that was a deed. Okay. And you know what grandfather remarked? He's clever. Given time, I'm sure he could have tied the torn pieces of your blazer into a rope and made his escape from the window. So grandfather was quite impressed with Toto's activities. He thought he took him to be quite intelligent, quite clever creature. Fifth, what opinion do you form of the author's grandmother? We know that author's grandmother did not like animals to be there at her place, but later we get to know that she was a kind lady, as it was grandmother only who would give a bowl of warm water to Toto during winters, and it was because of her only that Toto's presence had to be kept a secret, and Toto was also taken to Saharanpur as his presence was to be kept a secret from grandmother. The reason is told to us by the author. Here he says, grandmother always first when grandfather brought home some new bird or animal. So this can be quoted. And we can say one more thing, that her apprehensions, her doubts were right, because later on we saw that monkey had to be sold back to the Tonga driver. So all these points are to be talked about if we get to write about author's grandmother and do quote from the text as well. Last but not the least, it was grandmother only who saved Toto from boiling himself alive. So here author tells he continued hopping up and down for some time until grandmother arrived and hauled him half boiled out of the kettle. So this point should also be added.
Thank you for watching.